Hi, I'm Denise with thisismyeverybody.com, and today I'm inviting you to join me in participating in the Once Upon a River read-along in February. So stay tuned as we take a peek at the details of the read-along and prepare to read a wonderful book together, a book I am super excited to finally dive into. So, are you ready to go? Welcome to This Is My Everybody, bringing books to life in your life and home. Today we're chatting about the Once Upon a River read-along. I was invited to join the read-along by the host of the read-along, the lovely Katie of Books and Things. And I can assure you we are in very capable hands with Katie at the wheel of this read-along. So, would you like to be my plus one? Great! So let me tell you what's in store for us. To begin with, what is a read-along? Well, a read-along is simply a period of time when a group of readers are choosing to read a book together. Now, how does that work? There is usually a suggested schedule of reading progress to complete by certain dates in order to provide opportunities to discuss the book as we are reading together without divulging any spoilers from those who may have read a little bit further along in the book than some have. Let me give you an example. For instance, the first reading progress date could be set as the first Saturday after the read-along begins, and then the host will select a page number or chapter number that we are to have read up to by that date. Let's say, for an example, that we're reading up to page 100. Then an opportunity is provided via some format of a group chat option so that we can come together and discuss the book up to that point, but no further into the story. In this way, plot points of the story would not be spoiled for anyone who's not read any further at that time. And then it's super clear to everyone that we will be discussing any spoilers that have happened within that first selected 100 pages if you're choosing to participate in the book discussion at that time. So, you got it? Great! Now let's take a look at the specific details of the Once Upon a River read-along, beginning with the wonderful book we'll be reading together, Once Upon a River by Diane Setterfield. Now this is a 2018 release. It's historical fiction with a bit of a gothic fiction edge as well. Plus it's set in the Victorian time period. So let's take a peek at her story. On a dark midwinter's night in an ancient pub on the River Thames, an extraordinary event takes place. The pub regulars are in the midst of their established rituals of storytelling when the door bursts open on a severely wounded stranger. In his arms is the lifeless body of a small 4-year-old girl. But hours later, the girl takes a breath and returns to life. Is it a miracle? Is it magic? Can science provide an explanation? The people living in this small town along the river apply all their creative imaginations to solving the puzzle of the girl who died and came back to life. Yet as the days pass, the mystery only deepens. The child herself is mute and unable to answer the essential questions. Who is she? Where did she come from? And to whom does she belong? And 3 families are eager to claim her, as 3 little girls have disappeared from the small town over the years. The first one, a wealthy young mother is certain this girl is her kidnapped daughter who's been missing for 2 years. The second, a farming family reeling from the discovery of their son's secret love affair stand ready to welcome this girl who they believe is their granddaughter. And third, the parson's housekeeper, humble and isolated, is confident she sees in the child the image of her lost younger sister. But the return of a lost child is not without complications, and no matter how heartbreaking the past losses of each child was, no matter how precious the present child is herself, this girl cannot be everyone's. Each family has mysteries of its own, and many secrets must be revealed before the girl's identity can be known. Once Upon a River combines folklore and science, magic and myth. Suspenseful, romantic, and richly atmospheric, it will sweep you away on a powerful current of storytelling, transporting you through worlds both real and imagined. Oh my goodness. I mean, why have I not read this before? I am literally getting goosebumps at the tingly feeling that this has the Snow Child vibe going on. I mean, not the same story, but definitely that magical realism storytelling that I absolutely adore. And I must tell you that The Snow Child is on my top 10 all-time favorite books to read list. And those goosebumps are telling me that Once Upon a River could actually be a contender to get on that list as well. So I am definitely going to be all in and can't wait to start reading Once Upon a River by Diane Setterfield. Now let's take a look at how you can participate in the read-along. The dates are February the 15th through February the 28th, 2021. That's 2 weeks to read the book, which is 480 pages, which means it's about 30 pages a day. Completely doable, yeah. And our read-along host, Katie, has a complete day-to-day reading schedule outlined with page numbers and chapter titles to guide you easily and keep you right on track. And Katie has set up a Goodreads group specifically for the read-along where the Once Upon a River book discussion will be held as we read along together. Plus, if you've already read this book and you want to dive into a full discussion right from the beginning, she's already set up a full discussion thread for those who have already read the book so that you can dive into discussing the book in its entirety right away and not spoil any plot points for the rest of us. This girl is such a great host. Oh, and did I mention the whole thing is free? Thank you, Katie. And if you are not already super excited to read Once Upon a River at this point, then just wait until you hear Katie vivaciously speak about the book's elements, atmosphere, character development, structure, everything that awaits us in reading this wonderful book. I'll make sure to provide links to her channel, Katie Books and Things, in my description below, as well as her Once Upon a River read-along announcement video so that you can check out everything for yourself and get set up. Also see the links below for a free gift from me to you, my Notes and Quotes printable card set, which will definitely come in handy as you document your notes and quotes as you read Once Upon a River. And also a very special link on how you can enter my free monthly book giveaways. Oh yeah, you need to get in on that. What's next? Stay tuned for my upcoming videos on even more February group reads, including 2 more readathons for those who enjoy historical fiction books. And if you enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And here are 2 more videos you might like, all to bring a book to life in your life and home. Thanks so much for watching. You are my everybody.